That the game asks more.
Yo, this is Hans to the man. You're listening to Soul Kitchen Radio.
Blessings are fall like flow.
Dessert.
Remember,
dinner. Remember what I said, so. Yeah.
Know everything about me. None of them can run about me. None of them fool ya can't go round me. Right now, me dey pass some growth. Me at the plug like 4G. Them I pray and I pray so me go quit. But me no know nothing name 442. She asks how me so determined that always flyer than bird wing that. Man a big baller, sterling that. Feel like me just win me third ring that. Man a big baller, curry. Me father the game asks more. Link moms tell moms no matter word. Blessings are falling.
All right, here we go. Soul Kitchen International Radio, Reason with my friends. My friend today is Blistas, showing his papa the camera. All right, big up yourself, everybody in the family. All right, let's get a hold of the mic. All right, let's do a mic check.
Mic check. Little volume. Mic check. Yeah, man. That's
all right. It's my check. It's your check. It's all of our checks. How you doing today?
Today I give thanks,
All right. I'm just adjusting the mics for him because mine's always super loud.
Yeah, man.
That
A
one.
bit more volume.
How's that?
Oh, that sound. Hear me? Yeah, man. That sound.
All right. So, another Toronto artist enjoying the trip to Hamilton. Welcome to One Way Streets. Glad you made it. All right. So you're based out of Toronto, right? Brampton. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'll pull the mic up to you a little bit more there. A little bit more. I know it's probably not sensitive enough.
Yeah,
Wanted that right there.
Yeah,
All right. So we came in contact on social media. So before we get started, why don't you tell everybody exactly like who you are on social media if they want to find you or look you up to see exactly who.
Blistas, IG, Blistas Music, Facebook, Blistas Brooks, Spotify, YouTube, Blistas, any online media, Blistas.
Perfect. So let's get into your reasoning now. You start becoming an artist from, let's say, I always say you're born into music, right? Yeah, people are always born into music unless you're crazy or insane or evil. So when did you make the what encouraged you to get involved with?
From primary. I'm a cousin, we grew up in a Christian home, so.
Okay.
Grandmother was a pastor and learned to win a dance hall. Jerry McDonald, loud the best help, the desktop computer, and you used to have a little program, Adobe.
Yeah.
Like grade 4, grade 5, from them time, we are mess around. I mean, community. And them like it, and the people have taken them and say, you don't know, yeah. And high school will get more serious, start writing lyrics and
So now you get involved with the music, right? Now, there's a lot of artists out there and they're like, I'm killing it. But I really see the same thing when I look at it. I'm just like, good for you. Like, do what you want to do. Live your life. It's your life. When was that moment that you were doing your thing and you got that tap on the shoulder saying, you know what? This could be a career. This is, you're not just a novelty. You're actually becoming an artist.
Say, serious when they are school, in school. At the same high school, looking at the music. Serious. So in high school, we want to become a pilot and we love playing and we love,
Really?
Yeah, man, from little. But in high school now, we form a group, them MFG, and my brother, them, we are DJ, we go, and I say, you know, keep it up and so the people that tell us say you're good and keep it up, that inspire you, to keep on going. Never give up from the start. I'm say people that say you don't bad, they can write, say not bad songwriter. Can I get more into songwriting, start write song more and just look for me today. They listen to the song, them hear the lyrics.
Thing that I noticed in your spotlight was, and guide me if I'm off track, but I sense almost a bit.
Yeah, man, we listen to all genre music. We listen to all genre music.
The rhythm is a little more solid.
Once rhythm speak to me,
yeah.
No matter what it is, slow, fast, hip hop, jazz, blues. Once the sound good, I can get a vibe and fight and inspire the certain.
Well, one of the things I noticed when I was listening to it, the rhythms kind of hit me, right? And then even your appearance, it almost reminded me of Jaru the Damaja. He kind of used to put like your reggae, but there's this fine line.
Yeah, man,
like,
all fusion. I was grew up in, grew up in at it, man, 2000 music, early 2000, them that we listen to, kind of say.
Right.
Them think they influence the style and how we view certain things,
Okay. So right now, 4 tracks of yours, right? So musically, what are you looking towards doing? EP, album, or what's the mission?
I released an EP last year. It was like around September. Yeah, on YouTube now, the 6-song EP. But right now, I'm working on an album. I release an album this year. I have enough songs. I build song fast. My brain is always working.
Okay.
So I release it sometime this summer, late summer, probably sometime around there.
Okay, that's good. So you figure you're gonna have some tracks that are perfect for summertime, eh?
Yeah, man. Summertime tracks. All type of tracks, but look out feet, man. I never said too much about it. We have one and 2 songs out already from the same album. I said I check them out, Blistas music, Spotify, anyway.
Okay. Now you've been, like you said, you're based out of Brampton, so you probably do a lot of shows that have you, right?
Yeah, one or two shows to do over the summertime.
Where else have you been able to travel with your music yet?
Not yet. That we are working towards. I did a little show in Mexico. I was in Mexico, made up a little kid.
Okay.
USA, and with the New York City. We have family in New York.
Right.
Not really concrete. So we are working towards. Then we drop an album and get a little tour.
What was the vibes in Mexico like?
So Mexico nice too. Remind me of Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Don't speak Spanish. But the country itself. Island, they always warm with tropical weather. But it's Spanish. To me, Spanish alone makes it different. Like a Jamaica, with the same type of vibe. Them love Rasta Mexico.
Right.
So any Rasta them from Mexico yet? I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, good. All right.
I love the Rasta culture.
That's good. What about the Toronto scene? How do you feel that you're being accepted as an artist in the Toronto scene? Because I know there's a lot of artists.
Yeah, man, I know artists nice street or them things. And Canada nice, so we call home now. We live in Jamaica. They're foreign and now they're Canada. So anyway, you're home, you have to just be a thing. And them say King not get the crown. So more time you find you have a bigger fan base even outside the country where you live.
It's true.
Whatever the case may be. But once some music you do, man, and you believe in yourself, just keep on pushing, man. Stay focused, keep on pushing.
So how do you figure we could fix that? Do you think there's a possibility to fix? Because even we put out and we're doing the music here and in Atlanta, but all we're doing is going down to Jamaica to bust it there.
I don't know. I don't know what people think are, but when I realize people love when music come from Jamaica, Jamaica, Kingston like the hub. So when I come to Kingston, I guess people draw to you quicker.
Why do you think that is, though? Why do you think that is?
I can't tell you. I don't know. We got Jamaica culture. Jamaica culture rich. I guess people just take on to that more, I guess.
They just feel if they get something from somewhere else, it's special or something.
Feel like, when they come from home, they feel like, home, yeah.
Right. Can get to any time, so when they want.
Abroad, they feel like I'm more far.
I remember that's what Maestro did back in the day, because he wasn't getting anything, just his circle was passing the music bills. So I remember he went to the States and did it and sold it back here.
Yeah, man, I know
yeah, and then all of a sudden everyone custom is like, well, you're our artist, we got to buy your track as an import, and say, well, you didn't support me here. but now you want the album, right?
But
Because
that's why you always going on. There's many cases like that, man. I say it always.
true.
Something you believe in, and just keep on doing. Try to get as best at it as possible. Just keep on push it, you know.
I have a question here. Just okay. This question comes from DJ Kirkwork out in Germany.
Bless up Germany, man.
Oh, beautiful market. There's a market to go for.
Let's get that. You know, you have the European sound. So we go.
Trust me, that's
England,
it.
we are England soon.
Mhm.
Sometime this year. For sure.
Get in the UK,
Yeah, man.
houses, cars. You're good.
Yeah,
You're good. Different kind of animal out there,
That's
though.
the game. That's the game.
So the question he wants to know, very simple question. The name Blistas. It's a unusual artist name.
You know?
So they're dying to know why Blistas.
Yeah, like Blistas. Well, you know, again, high school years, we had the music. I say, I want a name. No Blistas, you get a Blistas. You get a cut. You know, it's always. You see it again, you know what I say? You know why I get a cut. There's something like Blistas. You know, they see me one time, you can't forget.
Fair.
It's like a blister cut, you know?
Ah.
They hear me one time, I say, like a stick. And they say blisters, you get a cut, they look for it. I say, oh, I know why I get a cut there, you know, so.
All right.
Yeah,
Fair
man,
enough.
that's
Fair enough.
From high school, man.
But it kind of works still because it doesn't sound like nobody else.
No,
So you stand out nice and
Yeah,
everything.
blisters. I'm going to go buy Punk Star, but a blisters. Nobody knows. You never hear the name there yet. It's a unique name. Everybody wants
True.
blisters.
True.
So, yeah, man,
I say, Blisters is popping in Toronto. Go and check it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oi. So, something I always like to ask here, get right into it there. So, since you're in the kitchen, right? I'd love to go off track a little bit and ask, what is your favorite meal and do you cook it?
Meal. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Banana. Yeah, man. Something.
And you cook that together, or is that just different things you like?
Man, banana, mushroom. Onion, all those things. We don't eat meat, so
Right.
we're going to try to find some vegan fish and some mix together.
It's difficult. I'm trying to do that myself right now, but
A
man,
lot of people find it difficult, man, but it's a determined thing. They have to
true.
be determined.
Because that's the problem. Because the smells from the cook into it, you definitely kind of turn you off. You know, so a lot of people, you got to stay blind to it, but you shouldn't have to eat to something you're blind to, right? So definitely something. So one of the things I always want to know is if music wasn't going to be your forte, what's another passion that you have that you think you could have still made your mark in this world?
You know, passion, as I say, more pilot, you know, we're still educated on a certain level. Comedy.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
Music, comedy, arts. I love arts, drawing.
Thing though, how did that come about? How did you get interested in that?
I don't know, I guess I just love playing for me. I like you. I like you.
Have you started to pursue that at all?
Never
or-
try to pursue it.
No.
Never try. Only for a video game.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And I gotta tell you, that's one thing you don't hear. Like most of the guests here are Jamaicans, you know, or from the Caribbean or somewhere, and air and water are not on their
Some
list.
fear, yeah.
It's not a
fear we have for real.
boy, but that's good. I mean, if you can accomplish that, and
Yeah, man, that's something I would have still probably do in my near future or the far future. So I love flying, you know. I don't like flying, but I like to travel and I like the experience and the culture. Experience the world. I remember one time I say the world is our home, you know, so we have
I'm gonna have to put you in line with actually one of our in Jamaica. I know you know Dalton, right? Dalton Williams from Knockout Productions.
Yeah.
He's a pilot, and he actually got here in Canada, right? And he's doing some stuff like that with right now. So that musically and as a pilot to connect with him, you know, because he'll give you how it happened for him, and he's very passionate about it, and he's still doing something with it right now. So there you go. There's two. We got two now. So in this career that you've had thus far, what would you say is a highlight of yours that you always want to carry? And then, you know, something that you would tell your kids about or something, and it was a highlight in your career so far.
You know, we still not get the break we wanted to just keep pushing, you know. People support the music now and I get familiar with me now, as I say, 1 and 2 places in the world, different places in the world, Jamaica, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
But we still not get that break with yourself and everything independent. You know, so.
Fair enough.
We still push towards that, man. But my message to anybody is, once you love something, you do it and you believe in yourself.
Fair enough.
Push it, you know?
But there still must have been something that happened to you that you kind of like feel
yeah, one of few time we perform
make it feel worth it.
We perform certain place and the reaction, and more time you have the music, you have the reggae, you have the dance, and like it. Yeah, when people react, you know, this can relate to what you say.
Mm-hmm.
So them type of thing, and I perform, I see the crowd reaction.
That's good. That's good. So reversing that, what do you feel are some of the hardest challenges to? I'll add one of my questions to this. All right, so I'll make it like a double question, but something that I've grown to love to ask people are, if I was able to say, give you one wish that you could change one thing in the music industry.
One thing. We could change one thing. You can't really change people action, only your action that can you take, but there's a message in the most music message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, the message. I mean, say most the kids listen to music, and a lot of kids listen to music. So you want to put certain message where you can really uplift people. And there's a message in the most music I listen to, really, you know.
True.
That's the only thing I want to do. Art, you know, it's an expression, you know, so
right.
They express them very different, you know.
Moving forward, who are some of the artists maybe that have influenced you or that you maybe look up to that you could see yourself doing some combinations with? Do you have anybody that you're like, I'm supposed to do something with that person?
Yeah, man, I will. I'm an artist.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, I will. I'm my artist.
Okay.
Man, I look up to one. You know, you can listen to music different from mine. I cannot them, man.
Right. Right. Have you had the experience to like interact with him at all yet or anything like that? No? All right. Music when we're done here. I'll let him check it out for you, okay? So we'll do that, no problem. So 3, 5, 10 years from now, you have a bucket list. What's on that? What's on that bucket list of things that you need to achieve that you haven't yet?
So within the next couple of years, you know, I kind of want music to be known more.
Mm-hmm.
More people know. Because once I get it, once I see it, I'll just remember it, you know. So
yeah.
Man, just to get the world tuning into Blistas and my music. I mean, music. I just have to uplift the people, uplift the youths that mostly and enjoy ourselves here, you know. So that's one of the aim, man, just to get out there more.
Right.
You know? Yeah, man.
Where are some methods or what are the methods on booking you when people want to do that?
Social media, my name earlier again, Blistas Music, Facebook, Blistas Brooks, blistasmfg@gmail.com.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Nice. So we got a brand new decade, brand new year, right? Do you have any resolutions that you kind of like want to like that maybe you weren't following through with before, and this year now you're going to really make that your focus?
You know, we don't really kind of make resolution. That's why, you know? That's why I become a better person than I was yesterday. That's the whole point of living. So the purpose of living is learning. You know? So as I live, I learn, try to elevate. Yesterday you're down, tomorrow you want to up, you know? So try to be better than you was yesterday, man.
Fair enough. Yeah. Now it's going to be interesting because the person is to your right. All right. So we're going to have to pretend he's not there. He's going to pretend. As you said, you grew up system, not only on, let's say, religious status, but even as a musician, because I know a lot of artists, they come up from church and stuff like this. So when they get into the Rasta music or even just music, sometimes alone, the parents are going crazy, and there's support, and sometimes there's. How did that work out?
You know, we start from like primary days in school, them time there.
Mhm.
When I record music, I hide when mama gonna church or mama at the home, I can't even shit the home. That she not really coming in. But once she the home, that can't go on at all. Not even Bob Marley song could play on the house.
Right, eh?
For the past, so. But you know, we grow up, start the music, high school, first again, them kind of hesitate. Like, music, no, you pilot say I want to,
Mhm.
But then them hear the music, them kind of hear the talent, and since that we're really serious about it and passionate, you know.
Okay.
So, accept, you know.
It's funny you mentioned that Bob Marley thing, because I had like a crazy gospel kind of house I was brought up into.
Yeah, man,
Also,
not even Bob Marley song I could.
that's what I'm saying, because listen, I remember I came home one day and I used to have that big, you know, the long rising flag. And I remember I come home and it's like ripped off my door, put in something. I'm like, who did this? Who does it? It goes, when you put that bad thing on your door in this house, you're not going to do it. I'm like, it's Bob Marley. It's he's coming out of the rock like coming from the ground. I was like, oh, no.
Before parents, them serious with the Christian.
Stand really, but I think it's all one focus, really. You know what I mean? There's so many religions and versions of religions and thing. I think you have to melt and pot it down, saying you either have a positive goal. You either know there's a God or you disagree that there's a God. And like, you have to at least. Somebody the other day was actually attacking someone online. And the crazy part is there was a minister, right? It was a minister that was posting some, you know, positive message, and then all of a sudden I saw all this hatred, and I look in at it, and it was another minister, right? He's like, this is not the word of God, this is not the, and he's attacking them. And you know, the other minister was like, if this isn't your approach, then I respect your opinion, but shouldn't do this. And it's crazy because it just seemed that at least this man is still, even if it's not your method.
Like when people can reason and
reason
find a common ground, you know, you're not really watch somebody's opinion or them way of view things, you know. It's good that they can have a healthy reasoning. When they can have a healthy reasoning, but most people, when they're passionate about that, don't have to tell them that.
To me, I look outside and I see there's a lot of wicked things been happening in the past couple of years, you know, here, Jamaica, everywhere.
The whole world, man. That's
yeah.
Thing that we sing about. Yeah,
so
real thing, man.
If you have somebody, at least have God in mind and they're trying to do the thing, let the person be like doing that. They're not doing the wicked things you're seeing in the world.
A good person. Yeah, man, I love it. As long as I'm loving your heart,
yeah.
I love your deal.
I see people chop down people trying to do positiveness.
I love your deal. If you're looking at the world positive, get the most fight. Go viral, get people opinion, and get people to tune in. But that type of thing, righteousness is so. And then they be a good over evil. Evil can never defeat good. So all what you know.
Yeah, man, you can't. Darkness is gone when you shine. That's it. This year, do you yet have any kind of shows coming up that we can let the people know? Are you focused on like the recording end?
Yeah, I'm not sure about right now. I'm still open for shows. I'm still we have songs out there where people still are listening. But right now, my main focus is just working on an album.
Right.
Get it finished and then I'm able to start promoting and start developing that working, you know, and shows from anyway. The Blistas link, man. Anyway, in our world, man, you know, we're free to go anyway. So
that's good. Visa ready. If you need him to fly himself there,
anyway,
he's ready. He just he's the pilot.
Yeah, man. See,
that's good. That's good. Yeah, so, I'm just reading here. Okay. Now, the question coming in from Costa Rica. All right. So DJ Fire Don now, right? He says, out of your music, do you have a favorite song of your own, and why is it your favorite?
I want to big up everybody who tuned in so far. Favorite. A tough question, you know, myself. I build songs so often and so quick that I don't have a favorite song. Probably not recorded it. I love all of my songs, them one.
Yeah.
Because all of them come from a genuine place. And a place of inspiration at the moment I feel at that time. So I love all of my songs, them man.
So you don't have one song where you're like, all right, I have 5-6 songs set to do tonight, but I'm going to save this song because when I do this song, I'm going to kill it with this song.
Really, really good. Our song is really, really good. A girl song, girl love a song. And my next song is After 6.
Okay.
It's everything free after 6.
Ah.
Man,
The date starts at 6:30. Hints. All right, fair.
And a 2 girl song. I like female respond to music. So I always try to cater to.
Okay, that's good. That's good. They got the population on us, you know what I mean? So definitely you want that support and everything. Now, what are your views right now on one hot topic that's been happening on some of these shows are there's a lot of culture music, you know what I mean? You have good culture music like even from Anthony Marvel to Chronix, you know what I mean? Coco T. So now when you have that, and then on this side, you have the dancehall side where you got some like Alkalines and Vibes Cartel, stuff like this. So do you feel that the two are crossing each other out, or one's like having a struggle? Because sometimes I have, you have like Singing Melody we had last week, right? And he's out there and singing, but I think it's such a different crowd, you know what I mean? When you get like Six Boss up there doing his thing and whatever, right? So sometimes I feel like my kids are out there, and although I want them to hear all the singing melodies, and I'm like, listen to that. All that's in their face is the Vibes Cartel, Six Boss, and Popcans and stuff like this. So
that the music, and I say, that's a great thing about music. It's vast. Enough people do it. Everybody have their own preference of music, their own choice of music. So some people take on to conscious culture music. Some people take on to dance music. For many different reasons, so. I say, music fans is vast, man. Some people only listen to hip hop, some people only listen to reggae, some people only listen to jazz. So there's always a market. There's a market for all type of music. So just do what you do.
Well, for sure,
me personally, I kind of get influenced by a lot of different styles. So you can hear any type of music from me. The message is always gonna be uplifting, but any type of music I can expect from me.
Yeah. Now, I agree. Like, there's a lane for everybody. Just personally, to me, I wish there was a little more culture out there, a little more healthy food.
That's the world we live in, man. I was gonna say people gravitate to negative stuff quicker for whatever reason. That's just the reality, So if I say, yo, clap it when I'm bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
People will say, yeah. I say, Joe is saying, love peace. 5 people might say, yeah. So,
it's work to be happy these days, but it's so fast and easy to be angry.
Yeah, man. We have a new song that we already here. It's so easy to sing every. We can swear.
Yes.
It's so easy to sing for free. And of them brain fry like Kentucky. That's why the youth them now show no sympathy. That's why they made other than a shrimp patty. I say, I don't know, the youth them gravitate to the negative message more for some reason. I don't know, but
true. So do you feel that we should just what are your thoughts on that? We have a bunch of young kids out there now, right? And it's kind of up to us to kind of guide them a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
should
man,
we?
I take a community, so I always tell you, I just say, you ask me anything when I change the music, I just say message. I say, kids are the future. Then we actually influence, and then get influenced mostly by music.
Fair enough. Like, because I personally, I still like some of the dancehall music and stuff, the vibes.
Yeah, man.
It's just when you get into lyrical content.
Yeah, but the lyrics literally then.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Because when you're in the car and a certain song come on, you're like, oh, next.
Yeah,
Daddy, what did that one mean? Oh, don't worry about that one. So I definitely want to see a lot more positive energy, even if it has that vibe, the dancehall vibe. I like it.
That's
Just
the message.
yeah.
That's what I say. The beat I got always nice. But that's what I say.
Fair enough. One thing that we always do is I want to show everybody exactly who Blisters is and what you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have a few rhythms here. We figure we have some fun and kind of chop it up a little bit for you, right?
Yeah, man.
So I was figuring how you feel. I'm going to run it.
Yeah, man.
You want to grab that mic out?
Yeah, man.
We'll do a little something, give people a sample. All right? I'll try to find something.
Run anything, man. One drop.
I like when people say that.
Yeah, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Reason with My Friends. My friend today is Blistas.
Yeah,
and
man.
he's
Pick
just-
up everybody who tune in so far.
We're going to try to run a rhythm on him.
Old school.
That one all right? You want
Yeah,
the next
man.
one?
That good, man. Bang them. Well, perfection. Pump. Perfection. Pump. Perfection. Pump. Perfection. Pump. Practice perfection. I'm in no care about perception. Them want to judge the Rasta man while them are wear the Rasta band. Them go ban the contraband. I lock up the ganja man. Perfection. If you practice, you will perfect. If you want it, you will earn it. If you're willing, you will learn it. Certain things me not concerned with, so but then no gym me burn it. Since you fit that and not turn it for me, do not need them permit to keep the brain working. Sometimes we worry about the state, what the world in. Have they make food, they make kids, and make girl it. Bang! Perfection. Another that. One coco. One coco. Bang. One coco. One coco. Bang. One coco. One coco. Bang. One coco. One coco. Me say 1 and 1 that a few fit show. 3 and 3 lick them for 6. 6 and 6 that a 1 dozen. Big up that half me third cousin. Fam, when you did it, enough of them wasn't. 12 and 12 that a 24. Cheers to long life and plenty more. 24 and 24, me say 48. From your heart no clean, you can't pass me gate. Early for everything, but we party late. High grade in a farm, no flicker in a crate. Love to see the woman, them a participate. Double 48 and you get 96. Me say watch how me deal with live. Hey, few and few that are for sure. Who could that be at the naughty door? Yeah, man. The dancehall version, man. Blistas, man. Bang. Drop at that one, yeah. Drop at that one, yeah. Roll it again. Yeah, man, you know a Blistas in a man. Even a John Kitchen. Number 1 kitchen. Well, alright, baby girl, good she good, good she good, good she good, she good, good 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 she good. Well, she said everything free after 6. She said me can get the key after 6. Yeah. She said the little man a leave after 6. Him can't score no goal and him need an assist, yeah. She said everything free after 6, yeah. She said me can get the key after 6, yeah. She said the little man a leave after 6. Him can't score no goal, him need that shit. Yeah, man. John Kitchen, man.
So you're bad, you're bad.
Yeah, man. Lyrically inclined, man. Every time, you know. Yeah, man.
We give another one.
The one more. I get them something new.
We can do 9 more if you want.
Yeah, man, I don't know, you know. Why is they are building a drop at that one there again? Rough out the road, you know, man. Tough out the road, you know, not no soft out the road. Blistas, you know, we not laugh out the road. You know, man, Mad Child, Pops, Nancy. You know, man, John Kitchen. Rough out the road, it rough out the road. Nothing no soft, it rough out the road. Tough out the road, it tough out the road. Nothing no smooth, it tough out the road. Rough out the road, it rough out the road. Nothing no soft, it rough out the road. Tough out the road, it tough out the road. Nothing no smooth, it tough out the road. Ooh. You know, she say life short. Don't bet them cut it short at the knife sharp. Missy said them thirsty for blood like shark. So them will take you away as the night dark. Not even middle here, the kids them can walk. Yo, a gunshot a beat white sparks. Look how them go red up the girl white shots. Missy said them murderer, you don't have no heart. Me feel me cry as me they are so attack. Oh, you fi chop a baby head in a half. And them a talk about legalize witchcraft. They have the ask witchcraft. One day, make sure it's a craft market. Me see them on the target, easy target. That's why you do me alone walk with. It's better if you have it and don't want it. Cause when you have it and you can't find it, that's when you get flush quick like a toilet. Me say it rough out the road and it rough out the road. Nothing no smooth, it rough out the road. Tough out the road, it tough out the road. Nothing no... Blistas man, pump them on. They're going to man John Kitchen.
I tell you. Yo, say your bad.
Yeah, man, much respect, you know, much respect.
That was wicked. Really appreciate that. So,
Much respect, you know.
once again, I want you to tell everybody how they can get in touch with you if they want more of that.
Blistas Music, IG. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a few songs out. Blistas 1 digit. That's my YouTube page. Facebook, Blistas Brooks. Email blistas@gmail.com. So you can find me for any booking and them type of, you know.
Speaking of YouTube, how we looking about the videos? Yeah, you have any plans on coming with the videos soon?
Man. They have one official video. I have an official video out.
Okay.
Really good. And I do a video this March. I do a video in March. So look out for it. Their song name Determined. They're Determined out already. Check it out. They reviewed earlier. An official video, March. Jamaica, with the Jamaica April. You know, Jamaica get ready.
Everybody's going in April. What's going on?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Maybe already Easter, but my birthday is still. But it's not really a birthday. That's not really why we are going now.
Yeah.
We have some other, other business. But you know, April, Easter time, holiday time.
I'm going the first week of March, and everybody else is going like the first week of April. I think I booked wrong. Yeah, true. So, one thing that we didn't get to, that I definitely want to, I love this rhythm. I'm just going to run in the background.
Yeah, man.
So, one thing that we didn't get into, and it's a beautiful show closer, right? Now, I love how the sentence comes together. There's a little blister out there, right? Meaning there's a young artist that kind of like, you know, he wants to be a Blistas when he grows up and he's starting out. What kind of advice can you give him about the industry now and about becoming the artist that he wants to be?
I must give thanks to social media. You know, music is always evolving and growing. Music change, you know, from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s. Now it's a new millennium again, them say, you know, so. No, I mean, not even just music. Anything I do, man, just focus on it. Try to get as, never say imperfection, so try to perfect a craft as much as possible. And just push, believe in your dream, believe in yourself. Don't listen to the haters, don't listen to the naysayers. I mean, everybody will like you. You have to get that mindset from early. And everybody will like you, everybody can't like you. So just work you do like you, you know? And just push and believe in yourself and push where you do, man.
I think that's perfect influence, because it's true. No matter how much, you have to remember that, like, you love what you do because it's you, and that's your target. You know what I mean? But I mean, you have somebody out there that just they don't understand your thing, so they might not like it. So
everybody want like what you do, man. So you know that and don't let that discourage you. No way.
Well, I appreciate you said that, because I remember back in the day, I would write some songs because I used to write, produce everything for a long time. And sometimes I would like, this is it. I did it. This song, I'm like, I went crazy. It's like, it's perfect. I check every dot, and it was just the best song ever. And then someone's like, it's okay, but I mean, it really lacking this or lacking that.
And then someone else
I feel I hate that person.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you don't know music.
And then someone else will hear it and say, yo, but this is fire, this is bad.
Yeah.
That's how it is. They can't please everybody, you know?
Exactly. So it's more or less you have to become secure with yourself.
Yeah, man. You have to believe in yourself, and I'm saying, I just said, it's secure in yourself. And confidence, you know, that thing, confidence, be confident in yourself, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know?
Well, I really appreciate your time coming in.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, man. Hamilton. I really come at, I probably first time I come at Hamilton, come to something, probably drive past, but I never really come at Hamilton.
You're gonna go back and say they're all one-way streets.
One-way streets.
One-way streets.
I realized that early, as soon as I exit the highway, don't go into Toronto.
But to me, you can't get lost. You can't get lost.
Yeah,
see, I go into Toronto. If I turn the wrong way, trying to get out of it, I'm like,
feel like a loss. Yeah.
I swear I just turned back. How come I'm in a different part of the city now? I don't understand this. It's crazy. Here, just go around the block and then you go back the other way.
Good, yeah.
So there you go. All right. So my guest today is straight out of Toronto. You heard the bookings. Hit me up. I'll give you his information. We'll get that to you. We're going to get your music over to Iway and let them check it out. Going to get, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, much respect. Appreciate it. Everybody tuning in. Everybody will not see it and I go see it. Girl.
Yeah, everyone tuning in.
I said them coronavirus, all these things are going to protect us.
We had the Heineken virus here last night. I tell you, the Budweiser virus. Listen, just be careful what you guys are eating out there. It's a very good point we can leave off today because
you have to watch where you're intake, you know.
There's a lot of people that are traveling this time here, and then they're cooking for everybody else. You have to watch those things. Scary. As long as you got the good circle and a good sense of mind, you're going to be okay.
Positive, don't watch negative energy. Try and push as much positive energy.
All right. We're going to go back into play a few of your tracks while we put your name on the Wall of Fame. How's that sound?
Yeah, man. That can go on, man. Bless up, everybody.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
John Kitchen is the number one kitchen. If you want to check him out, tune in. Every chance to get.
Bang! Good old days, boy. 90s dance.